So it might seem weird seeing me back on this game, considering as of recently I've of course changed the format of this channel to webcam, at least for the most part. But it felt fitting considering the topic I'm going to be talking about, and also just the fact that I'm trying to test and see if this gets more views or less views or the same or whatever. Since the channel's been kind of dead recently, but I felt that it would be kind of interesting to talk about the true origin story of this channel, especially since I feel like I'm in a fairly similar position that I was back then. So I'm just gonna get right into what was going on at that time. This channel was created March 2nd of 2024. I do remember the exact date. And at that time, I had one other channel that I was working on even a little bit. That being my channel called Knob Smasher. That's the name that I actually go by online. And pretty much it was a music channel. It still is. I've gone back into it. But what I was making at the time during mid to late February were these music documentary style videos. But because I had no idea what I was doing really, I was just trying the best that I could. I knew that I didn't really have any experience with the editing and therefore the videos were pretty shit to be honest, but I still will go back and probably reminisce on those at some point because I still think that the scripting was okay. It's just the editing was bad. I didn't really even try. Anyway, despite the fact that I wasn't really trying too hard with the videos, they still took a lot of effort and they weren't getting many views for the effort. At least I thought. I was getting 100, 200 views. Also, I don't know what the hell this is. That must be a new update, but I was getting 100, 200 views on both of those, even though it took a couple days to make. Which that's whatever. I didn't know what I was doing, but at the same time, I was thinking to myself how me and a lot of other people, how their inner monologue works is it's like you're pretending that you're saying what you're thinking to an audience. And I thought about that and I'm like, I should just make a commentary channel. But, I wasn't actually planning on doing it at that time until I had gotten recommended a different guy's video, which I didn't even watch the video all the way. I barely watched it at all. I watched a couple seconds and I just knew what it was going to be like because it was kind of something that I had thought about before. And it was one of, this style of video where it's just the Minecraft and people talking with the fucking shitty thumbnail with just the text over the screenshot. And yeah, you get the picture. So I made the channel and I was like, you know what, I'm not playing Minecraft right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just record the Roblox game that I've been playing lately. So that's what the hell? So that's what I'd done at that time. I made my first video while just recording my screen on some Roblox game. I didn't get any views, and I was like, it's okay. I'm more treating this as a journal. I don't need to get views. Until I did need to get views. Because I felt like after making, I think it was 10 videos and getting a couple subscribers from friends, I was like, okay, this isn't really helping that much in any way until the next video that I uploaded had gotten a lot of views. By a lot, I mean 1,000 views, I believe, and 30, 40 subscribers. And at that point, I thought, okay, that's really all that I need to stay motivated for this. From now on, it doesn't matter the views or whatever. I'm just glad that somebody's hearing me. And then the rest was history. From then on to, I guess now, I've just been making videos on here. But more context for what it was like when I had first started making the videos, besides just my YouTube side of things, my actual life and the things that were going on, sorry. I was a senior in high school. I was 17 when I started this channel, and I was in a place where I was just waiting for high school to end and I guess college to start. Although I was kind of even contemplating just not even going to college and just fucking rotting. Holy shit. Sorry that my computer is so loud, but of course I did end up going to college. First year is over now. But I was in a place where I was kind of just waiting for something to happen. I didn't really have friends in real life at all, which would change over the next couple of months towards the very end of high school. But as for other online stuff, I had some of my online friends, and I was in a band, an online band. But at that point, by the time that I had made this channel, I felt like that my vision for the music was shifting from them, and with going to college or going to do whatever I was going to do, I realized that I couldn't really bring my instruments. So I decided, yeah, I just think it would be best to stop with that. And I never really talked about that enough. I've thought about it in the following months, and like, I worked really hard on that now that I think about it. Like, that band, all of the advertising that we would do, and like just managing. Once I left the band, people who listened to it and kept up with it, they were like, you were the only one who knew how to manage a band. Like, things are way different now. It's not good. And I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, I really worked hard, and then I threw it all away because I just didn't want to do it anymore. And I realize now that was all I was really doing during 2023, was working on the music and the band and stuff like that. It's pretty depressing, but besides that, I'm trying to think of what else was going on during early 2024 for me. Nothing really. Here, I'm gonna go to the spawner. Okay, sorry about that. I had sort of lost track of what I was trying to say. If you want to know what I got from the spawner, I guess I got a music disc and stuff like this. Let's see, feather falling? Screw it, why not? Anyway, there wasn't really much going on in my life on the internet or otherwise, and I kind of feel like I'm in a similar position now where I'm just kind of waiting for something to happen. Like, it's summer right now, and right now I've been working a lot on my other channels now that this one has stopped pulling views, and now that I've gotten a bit better with editing and scripting. You can check those out if you want, they're in the description. You know, I do have music again, but it's not really something that I want to work on, just like before. And on top of that, on top of the waiting, I'm just waiting for, I guess, the next year of school to start, even though if you kept up with the last videos, you would know that there's a possibility I'm not even going back to school. And I'm wanting to just separate myself from a lot of the internet stuff that I've been involved in for the last while. I feel very directionless, but I feel like that there's nothing that I can do about it. I just have to wait and see it resolve itself. Like, with the YouTube videos, I'm procrastinating working on it right now, just like I was over a year ago, because it felt like too much work for not much payoff. Except, the gaming channel that I have is going decently well. My newest video got 1,000 views so far, which is good. I applied for kind of a job, sort of. I'm not going to explain it exactly, but my dad had actually found the idea, and I guess I'm waiting to hear back. I've never actually had a job before, but this is something where it's more like I'm just a private contractor or whatever the fuck. So I don't really have a boss, and I can just do stuff whenever I want to, but it pays like an actual job. And I don't know, I'm just not wanting to think about things. I'm in a weird place right now. And yeah, I am kind of just trying to see if this, again, the Minecraft format gets views again. I'm very curious about that. I don't know if anything I've said has made sense because, yeah, you know me. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna end this. Goodbye.